Today's story time, and today's story is about Agua. Isn't that right? Oh, you're looking around. What are you looking around at? What are you looking at? Yeah, this is your story day. I asked people what I should talk about, like what if they had any questions or whatever for me to answer, and one of my friends said to talk about Agua and why she's on like raw food because she's raw fed. So I figured I would just do her entire story, and because I'm sitting on the couch, anytime I sit on the couch, she's like, I want to be here. You're rubbing all over me too. So, Miss Agua here, I got her from the Humane Society when she was 4 months old. So, September of 2011, I went in. I wasn't expecting to get a cat right then and there. I went in to look at cats. They took me into a cat room, and there were 2 tabbies on the bottom cage. There was a feral up top. And then beside the tabbies were this one and her sister. I was like, didn't really want a tabby because I had a tabby previously, so I wanted something new. Also, age didn't matter to me. Didn't care what age the animal was. I wasn't after like a kitten or anything. It was just whatever happened. I don't know if you can hear her purring, probably because, well, I'm talking, so you can't really hear. But I went in and I played with her sister first. They were both Torties. Her sister had more of like a black face with like a tan line down the middle. I figure she's cute, I kind of want her, but she did not like being touched whatsoever. She did not like human contact at all. Nothing, nada. Just like, just don't touch me. No. This one, she wanted like the treats that I was giving her. Oh, I said the word. I'm sorry. I'll have to give you some later. But she wanted the food that I had, and when I pet her, she didn't super run away. She kind of shied away a little bit, but she was more distracted with the food I had. Afterwards, we put her back. The helper that was with me put her back, and I was like, okay. No other animals in this like area kind of caught my eye or anything, so I was gonna leave and probably come back in like a week or two and see what other animals that they had. And as I was leaving, I don't know what told me to, but I looked back, and when I looked back through the door, this one looked directly in my eyes and meowed. Like before, like when I was giving her food and petting her, she made no sound. She didn't look at me whatsoever. But as I was leaving, she looked at me and meowed. And I took that as she picked me. So I went to the front desk and I told them, I want this one. I want the one Tortie, the one with the not full black face. And they got things set, and it turned out she had just recovered from, both of them had just recovered from upper respiratory infection. So I was like, okay. So she had to stay another week before coming home with me. They had to like do her like her shots and everything else, and during that week, I got like litter box, toys, all that other stuff, and getting ready for her coming home. And then I believe it was after work on a Friday. No, it would have been a Saturday then. My mom drove me to the Humane Society to pick her up, and they put her in a box. I don't have any pictures of her coming out of the box. She does not like to be put in anything at all. but they put them in like a box with like holes or whatever, and she chewed her way through a hole. By the time we got to my apartment, her head was just fully sticking out of the hole. So it's like, okay, we gotta get her inside, get her out before she like escapes. But after that, we got her in. She went walking around, kind of figuring out the apartment and everything. And then it was good. She was like skinny too, because like she had just gotten over being sick. And then about 2 years later, she started having issues with food, which is why she is now on raw food. She stopped eating her kibble and can that I had her on, because I had her on a mix of kibble and then wet food. But she would sniff the wet food and kind of lick her lips, which licking the lips a certain way is a sign of nausea. She didn't want to eat it anymore, and then the kibble, she didn't really want to eat it anymore. She had no interest, whatever. And a cat not eating more than like a day can cause like kidney problems. It's very bad. So I moved her to human baby food, but safe baby food for cats. So like no garlic, no onion. It was meat based, so because cats need meat. She was on that for probably maybe a month and a half. And then a friend of mine suggested I try raw meat. I first had her on, I believe it was Instinct Raw from PetSmart. They came in like bag things. I'll put a picture up if I can find one. But I had her on that for a while. And actually before that, to move her to the raw, my mother had cooked turkey that I used to give her more like food and everything, and I had mixed the raw bits with the turkey to get her to eat the raw bits, and she did pretty well on that. And then I got some raw food through a friend of mine. She did pretty well on that, but I wanted something that was worthwhile and everything else. And the food I was giving her wasn't really appropriate for cats, because I was buying like the bigger kind of like dog bags of the food that had like fruits and veggies and whatever in it, and cats, they don't need fruits and veg. They need meat. Like a little bit of fruit veg stuff is fine, which is I have Thrive Fortify with the food she gets now that has like so some greens in it, but it's just to help make the peels more balanced for like cats and stuff. Because like cats, like they'll eat the whole prey, like they'll eat what's in like their stomach, and they eat like herbivores and stuff, so they'll get a little bit of green from that. But other than that, they don't eat any. So I moved her to Big Country Raw, which is what she's on now, and she's been on Big Country Raw probably 6 years, maybe 6 or 7 years. Been here 9 years. I'd say about like 6 years. But ever since moving her to Big Country Raw, she's been thriving. I almost lost her when she was 3. She was about 3 years old-ish when she just went downhill super fast. And if the camera's moving, she's rubbing up against the thing. What are you doing, cat? I'm talking about you. But yeah, like I almost lost her when she was 3. But yeah, I forgot to say, when she was having her food problems, my mom and I, cat, we took her to the vet like I think every week for about a month for shots to see if that would help her stomach, as I was transitioning her from like regular food-ish, whatever, to raw. I don't know if it helped or anything, or if the raw just helped even more. I don't know. But yeah, Big Country Raw is what she's on now. She gets pure rabbit, pure lamb mixed together. She gets pure kangaroo, which is her favorite. She also gets a turkey, salmon, lamb blend. Those are the only proteins she can have because I learned as I was moving her to raw that she has protein problems. So there's only certain ones she can have. There you go. But other than that, like, she is thriving. She is my very first senior cat. I have never had a cat over the age of 8 before. 11 years old is when they hit senior status, and she is a senior now. She had her 11th birthday back in May, and she's a perfectly healthy cat. Well, besides she's losing teeth, but I guess that's normal for cats, which is kind of weird. But other than that, she is super healthy. She's 11 years old and she doesn't act like she's 11 because, like, the raw food, like, it's her natural diet. I also have her on a joint supplement because of my floors. My floors are hard. And like a week after giving her the joint supplement, she's bouncing around and everything, and she has a tower that she double jumps up to the very top. I'll show you that in a minute. But she double jumps up to it still when she's 11 years old. I'd figure 11, you're a senior, you're gonna slow down. No. You haven't slowed down yet, have you? I can't see her. Look at the kitty. Oh, it's a kitty. Eat, get it. Yes. Agua. She's like, I don't know what you're doing to me, human, but hi. But I guess that's it. Oh, that is all for Agua story. Oh no, I'm gonna get I'm getting attacked by a cat. Bad idea to lie down. Can you get off me, please? So I can turn off the camera. Thank you. Oh. Okay, that's it for Agua story. I hope you enjoyed that. Yes. Oh yeah. I will show you the tower. So this is the tower. She jumps from here to here to here because she likes to sleep all the way up there. But cat, can you say bye-bye? Agua, can you say bye-bye? Say bye-bye.